most devastating side effects of COVID-19 has been xenophobia attacks against people of Asian descent. We use NLP tools and SGD classifier to process and train on tweets made during the COVID-19 pandemic to see if this trend can be also found in tweets. And our goal is to make a classifier to detect those xenophobic tweets. And for the processing of creating a labeled dataset, we used weak supervision to label the tweets based on topic detection and keyword searches. We followed the 2 steps for labeling. For this study, we first identify all negative tweets by the polarity of the text in the tweet, since we think xenophobia only occurs in those negative tweets. And second, we look at only the negative tweets, classify those that contain xenophobic words, such as illegal alien, intruder, and send them back. And for the sample we choose here is the distribution of xenophobic tweets of COVID-19. Xenophobic tweets is from this pie chart, we can see that xenophobic tweets is vastly underrepresented than expected. So we thought this dataset is unbalanced, which doesn't represent the information we want. And to deal with this issue, we do some resampling. There are 2 resampling strategies. The first one is undersampling and the other oversampling. Since oversampling is likely to cause overfitting, we choose undersampling to balance out the dataset. And as a result, the balance is leveled out about 50-50, with the ratio of majority and minority to 2 to 1. And then we do some analysis. The first thing we notice is that xenophobic tweets tend to have more words. Like for the red one is xenophobic tweets, and for the blue one is non-xenophobic tweets. You can see that xenophobic tweets is around 20 words, and non-xenophobic tweets is like much shorter than the xenophobic tweets. And here is the word cloud of the common words in our dataset. We can see like very clearly all the words like China, COVID, people, Trump, time, will, need, world, and here is the list of the rank of those words. Okay, and then we trained SGD classifier to distinguish xenophobic and non-xenophobic tweets. We use the linear SVM model, and here is the results we got for our model. The number of samples to classify is 4,470, and we got the accuracy score about 98%, precision score 95%, and recall score 98%. Overall, the SVM performs well, but because we undersampled the non-xenophobic tweets to customize the dataset before, the overfitting of the classifier results in good precision and recall. But since we discard lots of information in the non-xenophobia tweets by undersampling, this classifier struggles to identify non-xenophobic data. So to get a better model and better results, we have to do better in our labeling process. Here are the top 10 results of the classified results by our model and their original true label. And for the first one is original, it should be non-xenophobic, but our prediction is xenophobic. And but most of them are correct with their true label. Okay, and then I will let my teammates Zixin to talk about the rest of our study.
I will continue to talk about our study. Okay, this is the most recent update on COVID-19, and today we can see the number of positive cases for COVID-19 in the United States is already over 5 million, and the death number in the United States is already over 160. And in previous slides, we already analyzed how Twitter opinions about COVID-19 about Trump, and we want to know if the opinion from Twitter can affect Trump approval rate. Then I want to run a regression based on the analysis we got from our team member Lan. She got the positive percent, negative percent of positive percent of tweets and negative percent of tweets from the sentiment analysis. I'm wondering if I can use those numbers. And this slide is about why we want to do this study. We want to know how COVID-19 affects President Trump's poll number. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected people's lives all across the world in many different ways and caused unforeseen challenge in various aspects. As 2020 is also the year of United States presidential election year, we would like to do research on how the pandemic affects the public opinion of the current American President Donald Trump, and why doing something about President Trump. The Trump administration has been influencing and fluctuating people's lives and the relationship between nationals around the world for good or bad. Its administration policies and next election are going to be very important for international students like us and schools, which have a large percentage of international students. We do this research to see if he gets re-elected and how the law and policies of next fiscal year and make lifetime decisions such as leaving the United States and pursue our careers and lives elsewhere, or keep on struggling with culture and law, and most important, our visa status here. And the poll survey number I got from the 538 website, and from this website we can see the date of the polls and also the which organization do this poll, and also we can see this website also give grade for each organization. We can see the A or A plus grade means they agree with this polls and they value this poll rating. And I will use the approval rate here and to be our dependent variables to see if anything can affect our approval rate. And I filter our data set and choose only the A plus organization. This is those organizations are evaluated as A plus, means the website agree with their number, their approve with their service. And from this chart, we can see the trending. We can see from the 2020, the approval rate increased in March, and then the approval rate decreased until right now. And also the disapproval rate is same as approval rate. The disapproval rate decreased in March, and then it increased. And also we know when the organization do the poll survey, they they do the survey for different groups. First, they do survey for the all adults, the people who is over 18 who can vote, and another group is registered voters. We know some people, although they already are over 18, but they didn't register for vote for their president. So there are two different groups, and we can see for the adults they have the higher disapproval rate and the lower approval rate, and we can see the gap between the registered voter is smaller than the gap between the adults. And then we do the approval rate for different organizations, and we can see some organizations they have higher disapproval rate, and some organizations they have lower disapproval rate. Yeah, here. Also, we did the same thing for approval rate for different organizations. And this is the pool number we get from April 2020 until the from February 2020 to April 2020. And then after we get the approval rate and disapproval rate, then we want to know which variables can affect that. Then I chose the COVID-19 number data. I mean, I want to use the positive number of COVID-19 as one of my variables, the positive number here. And we can see the daily positive number increase for COVID-19. However, from January, from the April, we can see the number is gradually decreasing. But then as time goes to June, the number goes up again. And this is the daily percentage change. This is the number change. This is the percentage change. And another variables I choose is unemployment rate. We know that COVID-19 affects our economy, and also many restaurants, some small shops, they shut down, and this will lead to higher unemployment rate. Then I collect the data from our labor website. Then we can see the unemployment rate is increased. This is the last year data, and this is the May 2020 data. This is the June 2020 data. This is the July 2020 data. We can see after we open our restaurant, our unemployment rate decreased. However, our number of positive COVID-19 increased. And this is the trending for our unemployment rate. And then I run a regression to see how that will affect. And we can see this is my result. And from the result, based on our model and data, we use Python to run this regression. The result tells us that as the unemployment rate and the number of positive increased, the approval rate decreased. This meets our expectation. However, we found as positive tweets from public increase, the approval rate decreases. As negative tweets from public increases, the approval rate increased, and this result is not as we expected. For Trump's tweets, no matter what he posts, positive tweets or negative tweets he posts, our results show his approval rate will decrease. I think why the results didn't meet our expectation because of the data limitation. Since the COVID-19 outbreak in US starts February 2020, we don't have much data. This may be one reason that the result is not as we expect. As sample size increase, the model will be more accurate.